Hey, this is Rick Wilson, Studio Bug. Hey, you and I are fixing to have some fun, so come on back.
Some had it better, but we didn't know it. If times were hard on mom and dad, they didn't show it. You see, life was good as it could be for a little boy growing up in Selma. That little boy was me.
Hey, this is Rick Wilson. I'm glad you're here. Let's have some fun. I found my dad's canceled checks from People's Bank from 1955. And there's several of them in here I want to share with you. Because there's no way in heck we'd ever get these prices again. So, anyway, this is his canceled checkbook. He used to work for Southern Railway, and they used to have a lot of files and stuff like that they had to keep on the trains. And so they would take old books and all that kind of stuff. I remember I had a Bible that he carried to work one day and had him redo it. Put a face on it, and anyway, they ended up looking like this. Of course, the Bible didn't, but it did kind of look like this. Anyway, he had them apparently put all of his checks for 1955, and that's what it ended up being like. But anyway, the first one that I want to share with you, if you remember Ira Sullivan. Do you remember Ira Sullivan? I remember going to his service station, and he'd have these people wash Daddy's car once a week, and he'd get gas from him. Well, this check that you're looking at right now, Ira Sullivan, $4. Now that's for gas and filling up his car and having him wash his car. He did that once a week. Anyway, that was a check for it. That was crazy. Well, the next one is the Alabama Power Company. You see how much it is? $5.10 for a month. The next month for Alabama Power Company, which is the next one, $4.34. Now we lived on Biemble Street. $4.34. Of course, in 1955, I wasn't born yet. But my brother and my sister were there, and my mother and my daddy. And I know that they had to take baths, and I remember we had 2 gas stoves. So the next one is the let's see, Alabama Gas Corporation. How much do you think it was for a month? How about $6.33 for a whole month of gas for running the heaters? We had a stove, we had a heater, had 2 heaters. One of them was a huge heater, a furnace. $6.33 a month. Good Lord. Del Champs. Went and bought groceries at Del Champs. How much? Can you see? $1.51. Then they left there and went to North Broad Grocery. The only thing I'm thinking that was the Dixie. Apparently it was the Dixie grocery store. I'm not sure. But anyway, North Broad Grocery, $2. And we ate fine. They didn't skimp on food. But you're looking at $3.51 for a week of food. How about Selma Waterworks? Selma Waterworks, how much do you think a month for 4 people? That was $5.46 and 45 cents. $5.45. Crazy, man. I know you can do this, but let's see here. Alabama Power was $5.10. Water bill was $5.45, and the gas bill was $6.33. Now I'm not smart enough to add that up in my head, but you're probably looking at what, less than $15? Let's see, that'd be 18 or so for a month of utilities. I don't know about you guys, but you could probably make a house payment now for what you're spending on utilities now. But unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
Look at there, huh? Let's turn in here. Here's a nice place. That's that aqua chill everybody's been talking about. Let's see how much it is. $1.25 for 10 pounds? Wow.
Step 1.
There you go.
Where step 2 is. Step 4 is in the transaction.
All right.
Step 2 is going to be get the bag.
There you go.
Okay. 3 is going to be yeah. Okay. So far, so good.
And it's going to be a lot of ice too. I did it the other day. I'm going, holy moly.
I'm taking it from over there. And then I press.
There you go.
Do you have to hold it to let it go?
You do, you hold it.
Okay. Wow. That is a lot of
That's a lot of ice.
So you can't say you don't get your money for it.
Ain't that the truth?
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll
Good
see.
luck to your friends.
Well, thank you much. If you want to know how good this ice is, you better come on. They're standing in line. Remember, Aqua Chill.
Anyway, that was in 1955, and that's the way that went. So one thing I want to talk about was, if you remember, Sims Furniture Company. You remember where it was? It was just right up from the Holiday Inn, across the street from the Holiday Inn. There ain't nothing there now except for a little empty field. I remember when I first got married and moved back to Selma when I got out of the Coast Guard, Janet and I remember going to Sims. You remember Miss Sims? She was just a very nice lady. Anyway, she would carry us. Now, man, that building, it was one story. I had no idea that building was as big as it was and had as much furniture in it that it did. Man, you would go on and on and on and on looking at furniture in that place. We ended up buying Chester doors. I think that was what it was we ended up buying that day. But that building was huge. And of course you had Cahaba Furniture. I don't think it's in business anymore. How about railroad furniture? I'm not sure. I can't remember. That was down on Water Avenue. I know there's still a store there, I think. But I don't know if it's in business, because I used to go down there when I went to Holly Farms, which is not in business anymore. And if they didn't have it, I'd go to Rawls. Oh, they're out of business now. There are so many places that was in Selma that were just awesome places to go and shop. Not here anymore. What about, did you eat at the Greystone restaurant? Remember that? Yeah, I remember eating there up until whenever it was it changed over. And it's changed hands now 3 or 4 times since the Greystone Motel has changed its name and was bought out from somebody else. I think there's a private club there now, I think. Well, I think even that's closed now, but I'm not sure. You remember when Winn-Dixie was behind the Selma Mall? We always shopped there. That was most convenient for us because at the time we lived on 4th Avenue, I think, when Janet and I first got married. And all of a sudden they decided that they wanted to move the store. Let's see, there was another one over on Dallas Avenue, and of course that one closed, and then they moved it across the street down the road a little bit. So that's the one that just got hit by the tornado. But I think that it's all ready to go now. But at one time we had 2 Winn-Dixies. Now we don't. You remember when the Sears was in the mall? You remember when it was downtown? I bet you do. It was downtown, and then all of a sudden they decided that when the Selma Mall opened, they moved it. Several stores moved down there. You remember when Penny's was downstairs? Was downtown? I do too. Yeah, went to the mall. Now it's closed. Penny's was closed, and then Sears was closed, and now the little Sears that was on Citizens Parkway is now closed. I hate that. What about do you remember JR's bar? When I was in college, me and Philip Morgan played in there quite a bit. And in fact, I think we played in there almost 3 months straight. And then we ended up saying, you know what, I don't think that if the Beatles played in there for 3 months straight, sooner or later, people are going to quit coming. But anyway, I played at JR's when I was going through college. But anyway, I never went to Rogers Lounge, but there was Rogers Lounge. It's not there anymore. Major Grumble's was a really nice place to eat. I don't think it's open anymore. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not. But I enjoyed Major Grumble's. Did you ever go down to the pavilion behind Block Park? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you went by the little playground and went in between or I don't know if there's 2 now. That seems like there was now. These columns, you would go through there and you'd go back, and then you'd go back up there, and it looked like a little island back there with a pavilion on it. And I think we had you had reunions going on back there, parties. It was just really, really nice because you could go down there and fish, and it was just a great. Is it there now? I don't think so. I went down there metal detecting back in there, and if it's up there, it's in poor shape because they had everything closed off. Answer me in the comments if it's still open, because I'm not sure that it is. I don't think it is. Did you ever play baseball behind Meadowview Public? I did. You know, when I mentioned something last time about playing behind Edgewood, that was for a championship game. But I played with Selma Supply for many years, me and my brother both. We played against Ziegler and what were some of the other ones? People's Bank. I can't remember all the names of the teams that we used to play against, but funny thing is that most of these places are out of business now anyway, and it's gotten to where people can't afford sponsoring a team anymore. So that's really sad. But anyway, and then I went from, you remember when you used to play behind Selma High School? I played for Brown Drugs for a couple of years, and then I decided that I want to do music more, so I joined the band, the Band of Blues, Selma High School. But anyway, I think I'm going to stop right here for right now. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one of my grandmother's tales that's going to be coming on, but I'm sure it's a good one. I had some kin folks, and they had recorded my grandmother live on a DVD, and so that was back in, I believe, in 1971, I think, on her front porch. So I'm going to do little shorts of that during the week, and I'm going to do these on Monday. But anyway, well, what I hadn't realized was that this video was going to go so long. So I think I'm going to not do one of Granny's stories this time, because this video is, I think it's probably 17 minutes long or so. It takes me 3 or 4 hours to upload that. and it takes about a day to do all this editing. So anyway, I think I'll try to keep Granny shorts since they're ended up on the end of all these videos. I think I'll keep those during the week and then do this kind of stuff every Monday. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next Monday. And I hope you watch the little shorts that I'll do sometime during the week. Okay, I'll try to get them out probably around Wednesday or Thursday. Anyway, gosh, I almost forgot. You know what it is? You be sweet. I know where you live.